Hello everyone, my name is Amber. Welcome back to my channel, Amber Reads Romance. Today I'm going to be doing my TBR for the month of April. April should be pretty jam-packed. I have some arcs I need to go over, and we're actually doing our buddy read a little differently in April because we're going to have been doing this for a year. So we kind of want to do something a little different. I can't believe we've already been doing this buddy read thing for a year. It's crazy. But let's just quickly dive into what I'm planning to read for April. Okay, to start off, I just want to bring up our buddy read. So our buddy read, we didn't pick out a read this time. We basically came up with 4 books, and we are going to put up a poll. I believe each of us are going to put up a poll on our Instagram. I think it's going to be Monday. So the same day that I'm posting this, I should have a poll up on my Instagram. And then I think that Bestie Book Reviews might post a poll on their YouTube channel. I'm not sure if we're all going to do that yet. We haven't quite figured that out. But so basically I'm just going to go over, because we haven't picked it yet since we haven't put the poll up, but I wanted to get my TBR video done. So I'm just going to bring up the 4 books, and then make sure you go over to my Instagram. If you're not following me already, I would appreciate it if you go to my Instagram, and I have the link down below to my Instagram account if you haven't already started following me, and you can vote for the book you want if you're participating on the buddy read. So for the books we have Older by Jennifer Hartman. This is going to be a new release. It's coming out on April 9th. And this is like a forbidden age gap, slow burn romance. And I haven't read a Jennifer Hartman since Still Beating, and I loved that book. So I actually applied for the arc for this. I'm not sure if I'm going to get it, but it is one of my arcs. But that is releasing the 9th. Then we have Wild Love by Elsie Silver. This is also releasing the 9th, and I'm sure you've heard about it, but it's like a billionaire single dad. I believe it's might be boss employee, and then like brother's best friend. So obviously it's small town. It's Elsie Silver. That should be a good one. Then we wanted to kind of add a historical romance, because I don't think Bestie Book Reviews and Jen really read a lot of historical romance. So I thought it would be kind of fun. We hadn't done one yet for our buddy read. We chose for an option The Wolf and the Wallflower by Stacy Reid. Stacy Reid is one of my favorite historical romance authors. And if you haven't read a lot of historical romance, I think she's like a perfect intro to it, with also having like some spice and wit and humor and romance. And it's just like, I love her books. So this one is like where Duke was lost at sea, and he was like living in the wild, surviving in the wild of Yukon. And they basically find him, and he's kind of, brought home and tried to be like, he needs to be the Duke and stuff. So our heroine is actually like a psychologist. She's been living like as a man since she was a child, since she was a baby or whatever. And so she's able to been having the same things that men get to be able to do. And so, but he sees her, and I think instantly he knows she's a woman. So I think it sounds really cool. So then the 4th one we have is Filthy Rich Vampire by Geneva Lee. I've never read this author before, but this is kind of like a fake dating with like a really rich vampire. I don't know. It sounds like a really interesting setup. So those are the 4 books we have. So make sure to, check out our Instagrams to put your vote in so we can see which book is going to win. And then we will put an announcement up, and that's going to be our buddy read. Okay, the other thing I need to bring up is I am going to try to start it this month, and it's a big one, and that is Voyager, and this is a 3rd book in the Outlander series. Jen from the Book Refuge is putting on that Outlander read-along, and so I am determined to read this entire series finally. I think I stopped after this book. So I think this will be a reread for me, and then from now on, they're all going to be new reads for me. So I'm really excited. I've been supposed to be out like annotating these, but I've been kind of basically doing it on my Kindle, highlighting everything, listening to an audiobook, and now I just need to go to my books and take the time and start annotating them. So I'm excited to finally do that. I'm going to do that again on this one too. So, but it is a thick book, you guys. Each book gets thicker, so it's a big one, but I'm excited to finally reread this one. Okay, so now on to my arcs. The first arc that I have is Poisonous Kiss by Jagger Cole. This is the third book in his most recent series. I think it's like Venomous Gods, if I'm thinking correctly. I didn't really love the previous book, and the one before that was okay, but I still wanted to request an arc so I can continue with this series. This is releasing the April 4th. So right at the beginning of April, got to get this read. And I do know I'm getting that one. I did request it for older, like I said, and that's releasing the 9th. Then I have the Wallflower by J.L. Beck. I previously read the Wallflower. And I don't know when they're sending this out, if they are for sure, because you had to sign up for them all at the same time. And then they sent another email like wanting us to fill out more link stuff beyond what we already did. So I don't know. Hopefully I get this second part, because that was like a pretty crazy bully college romance that was pretty wild, and it left you on a pretty big cliffhanger. So I'm really want to get to this next one. That one is releasing on the 12th. Then the big one that we have is the Cage of Ice and Echoes by Pam Godwin. I got to read the arc for the last one, and it was so insane, you guys. I did do a vlog for this, but I was waiting a couple weeks past it because I go into some like major spoilers, so I don't want to ruin it for anybody. So I'm not sure. I probably won't post that this week, but maybe like next week I'll post that vlog. But I think I might get this one, because since I did the last one, I think I signed up for the second one again. So I'm praying that I get it, because this series is going to be insane. I think watching her, Jen's interview with her the other day, like, I think she said she's like still writing. So it's like, I hope it comes out still. So it is actually going to be released on the 23rd. And then the last one that I have is The Knockout by Bella Matthews. I didn't remember what this is about, but it's in her hockey series. It's like, I believe, the second generation hockey series. So I didn't really look at it again. So I apologize. I'm not for sure what the tropes are in this one. Sorry about that. Okay, so on to my other ones that I just want to read for me. And I just read The Dawn and the Lady by Serena Ackroyd. I'm reading her backlist, as you probably already know. I've been slowly going through that. So now the next one that I need to read is Filthy Secret. And Aoife and Finn are like in a bad spot at the end of The Lady. And it looks like things are a little rocky between them. And I have a feeling I know why, with things that happened way back in Filthy in the other books. So this is going to be Finn and Aoife's continuation of their story. So I'm interested to see where they go with this. Filthy wasn't my favorite book. I thought it was really long, like it didn't need to be that long, but I do enjoy those characters. So I'm excited. Okay, then I basically have never read Melanie Harlow, and I need to start. So I kind of asked somebody, like, where should I start? And they told me start with Irresistible. So I'm going to read Irresistible. It actually said I checked this out on my Kindle Unlimited already, but I never rated it or reviewed it. So I don't think I ever read it. But we'll see. Maybe I did and I just never rated it. Who knows? So I'm going to read that one. I think it's like a single dad nanny type of thing. I'm not sure. I might be confusing this with another one too, but I'm going to start with that and finally read Melanie Harlow, because I want to get to that series that has like Ignite and everything in it. So, okay. And then again, continuing on with my reading order that I'm doing for Rena Kent, reading her backlist. And the next ones that I have to do is the Red Thorns and Black Thorns. And this is a duet. I just read All the Truth and All the Lies. or All the Lies and All the Truth, whatever. I read that duet, and this is kind of in that same school and those same friends. And this is about Sebastian and Naomi, and he's like I think he's the quarterback star football player, and she's kind of like the awkward, like bitchy cheerleader that was in that one. And they seemed like he had messed with her or done something with her. So it'll be interesting to see if this is better. I didn't love All the Truth and All the Lies. I thought it was like kind of like maybe a 4-star, but it wasn't my favorite Rena Kent. So we're gonna do those two and vlog those. Then I need to finally continue. I loved Him by Serena Bowen and Elle Kennedy, and I need to read Us. So I am going to finally read that one. I absolutely love this. Is one of my favorite male romances for him. So this is the continuation of their story, and I need to read it. Okay, the other one that I need to do, like these were kind of on my goals, is I read the first book in this series, and then I just stopped for some reason, which I tend to do. And so I really want to finish this series. So I'm going to read King of Pride by Anna Wong. And I love this like purple binding. I love it. The purple cover. Purple is my favorite color. So this one I believe is Kai and Isabella. And so I don't know too much about it. I just remember them in the first book. But I really liked Kai's character, so I'm interested to see how this one goes. Okay, then I want to continue with Neva Altaj series, and this is Silent Lies. I'm kind of behind in that series, so I'm trying to like catch up here so I can read like the new releases. So I don't even know which character this is about. Don't know anything about it. I just know this is the next one, and I need to read it. Then I want to read the second book. We read on How She Unravels or whatever. Oh God, how did I already lost that name? Anyways, the last book we read for our buddy read, I want to read the second book in that series, and that's When She Temps by Gabrielle Sands. This is between Giorgio and Mari, so it's actually the hero from the first book's like little sister, and I think this guy is going to be kind of like her bodyguard, in charge of protecting her. So that should be interesting because I really enjoyed the first one. The other one that I've been meaning to read forever is The Pucking Wrong Guy by C.R. Jane. I really loved the Pucking Wrong Number. And so I want to read this one because I think this is like another unhinged, stalkerish hockey player. So I'm intrigued. I want to read this one too. And then also, like, I just did a hockey romance video, and, like, I was talking about how I never finished or continued the Pucked series by Helena Hunting, which is crazy. So I put Pucked Up, which is the second book. It's been literally on my TBR forever. So I definitely want to get that read and continue on with her series. And also I am trying to finish the Elle Kennedy off-campus series. So I'm going to read The Legacy. I believe that's the final book in that off-campus one. So I'm excited because that was one of my goals, is to finally finish that series this year. So because I want to read her second generation ones that she have that's like currently coming out. Okay, and I got to read Ice Planet Barbarians, and the next one after mine was kind of like, it seemed like a shorter novella, and it's called The Barbarians Before Christmas. So a Christmas little Ice Planet Barbarians sounds great to me. It doesn't matter if it's not Christmas time, I'm reading it. And then I am also going to be reading The Barbarians Beloved. Plan on listening to that one on audiobook. And I think that's number 17. So I'm slowly getting to the end of this Ice Planet Barbarians. They're such great comfort reads. I absolutely love this series. It's amazing. Okay, and then one that I really need to read that is really highly hyped and loved, and it's like one of the most angsty romances supposedly, is A Love Letter to Whiskey by Candy Steiner. Planning on reading that. I don't know, I might do a vlog for that one because I was doing a vlog on like angsty romances, but it took me forever to get to this one. Like I think I did No Tomorrow, and like I never posted it. So who knows? Maybe I'll continue that vlog with this or not. I don't know. That might just be never posted or edited. I don't know. So some of the audiobooks that I want to read, I'm going to read The Ritual by Chantal Tessier. I've had this on my TBR forever. I see it's so hyped. So I actually just bought the audiobook today, which was Sunday. And it was on sale. I think it was like 80% off. So it was only like a few bucks. So I just bought it really quickly. Then I'm going to read To Hate Adam Connor by Ella Mays. I read the previous book. It was okay. But I heard some good things about the second one, so I'm going to give that a shot. I'm not really the rom-com chick, so I might love it. I might not. We shall see. And then I'm going to read the next book after, I think it was The Pack that I read that was like very Twilight kind of young adult, like paranormal romance that I read last month. So I'm going to continue. I'm going to read The Challenge, and that's continuing in that series. I did actually buy this 4-pack. It was like on sale for Candy Steiner's, like, I can't remember what the whole series is called, but it's the one that has Blindside in it. And so like I have already read Blindside, but I'm going to listen to all those audiobooks. So I'm trying to get that first audiobook done in March. And I want to reread Blindside. I want to listen to that on audiobook because I really loved that fake dating romance. It was really amazing. So I would love to listen to that on audio. So I'm going to finally listen to that. Then I'm going to do one of my books for my 12 Recs from 12 Friends. And this is The Things We Leave Unfinished by Rebecca Yaros. This was recommended to me by Monica at Pardon This Book Addict. So I put that up on Instagram, and I have 12 Recs from 12 Friends. So I'm trying to at least read one of those books a month. I don't know a lot about this. I've never really read her besides like The Fourth Wing. I think she did The Fourth Wing, right? But I think this is like, I'm trying to remember if her like, she's starting over or something. I don't really know. Anyways, I don't really know what this book is, but it was on Audible Plus, and I thought it was a perfect time to just snag that up, and then I could listen to that and do one of my 12 Recs. Okay, so I'm going to finish the Adelaide Forest series that I've been reading. I haven't loved the last 2 books. I liked the first one. The last 2 were really bad, but it's the 4th and final book, so I want to finish it. And I'm trying to read a lot of Adelaide Forest books so I can kind of do a deep dive on her. So I'm going to read Until Death Do Us Part. This is going to be the final book in that series. And we'll see if it redeems itself. I hope it does. I hope it does. Okay. Then I am going to read Shards of Frost by Suzanne Wright. I never finished this Mercury Pack series by her. I really got into her like paranormal series, but they get kind of repetitive, so I think I kind of stepped away for a little bit. But this is I think the final book in the Mercury Pack. So I'm going to be reading that, and it is available on Audible Plus if you're interested. Okay, so now to read some historical romances. Again, I need to read more historical romance, so I'm planning on putting a lot of these on my TBRs. So I need to read How to Marry a Marquez by Stacy Reid. This is the 3rd book in the series that I'm currently reading. I'm not really sure anything about it. I just know I need to finish that series, and I'm loving Stacy Reid. So the other thing I want to do is I read, I think, a couple books of this Lorraine Heath series, but it was so long ago. So I'm going to basically do a reread of a couple, and maybe, I don't even know if I'll remember it. So I am going to read the Falling into Bed with a Duke, Earl Takes All, and the Viscount and the Vixen. So those 3 books, I believe they're all available on any place. So I plan on listening to them. I actually think I might have them too. Oops. Oh yeah, so I do have the Earl Takes All and the Viscount and the Vixen. And I think I have the other one, but I don't see it. Anyways, so I do actually have those books too, so maybe I could annotate them. I don't know if I'll feel up to it. But those are all the books for my TBR. As you can see, I have a lot to read. I am hoping just to stick, for sure I'm going to have to read all my arcs, our buddy read. I need to start Voyager, but I really want to try and read more in April too. So let me know, what you're going to be reading for April, what your most anticipated releases are. As always, thank you so much for watching this. If you could please like, comment, and make sure to subscribe to my channel. I will see you on the next one.